Welcome back to the Self-Centered Leo Shit podcast. I'm your host, Wish Bang, and this is episode 18. Understand, these are just my thoughts and my views. This is just how I feel. It is okay to agree to disagree. Take it with a grain of salt. You do not have to hang on my every word. We all here for a good time, not a long time. So sit back and enjoy. So the other day, me and my friend were talking about the evolution of the full set, which is really the disrespect of the full set. Like how a full set used to be $15. And if you wanted a little design, you paid a little extra $2 or $3, and you could get a little airbrush design on your nails or French tip. And to do a pedicure and a full set, it was like $25, if that much. And today, a full set is like off the rip $65. And it's the same acrylic. They ain't using nothing different. And the shit dry faster because of the gel nail polish. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And if you dare get a pedicure, that shit it goes from $65 to $150. Why? So what is the fill in on a $65 set of nails? $65 still? Like, I don't understand. And don't get me wrong, I love my nail girlies. Shout out to all the nail girlies that charge reasonable prices and make accommodations for their clients. But I just don't understand why I'm going to the same nail shop I've been going to since forever. And the prices just keep going up and the service is still the same. Like, what am I paying more for? And if I choose to get regular nail polish, why is it still the same price? I don't get it. I don't like it. Y'all need to figure out how we can get them prices back down to reasonable amounts because it's disgusting. I recently saw a post where a guy said he is tired of you bitches out here having kids and yelling at him and talking to him crazy. And I concur. I personally hate to see adults talking to children like they're big people. You know, like you see a little 3-year-old drop something and the parent response to the child is so aggressive and hoggish and they cussing them out. The other day we were at the Cold Stones. How could I forget this? We were at Cold Stones recently and the mom was already irate. I don't know what her situation was, but she was already in her bag inside the store. And the little girl was just a little girl. She was probably like 5. And it's like everything that child said to her mom upset the mom. Every little thing she did pissed the mom off. So she's in there like talking to this child like she's dog shit. Like, shut the fuck up. Didn't I say? And I'm just looking at her like, wow, you carried that baby 9 months to have her and curse her out like she ain't shit or worth a damn. And then to make matters worse, because she was so aggressive with the child, as they're leaving and the mom is like headed to the car, it looked like either the mother or the child spilled the drink that the mom had already waited on. And when I tell you the way she was going off, in my mind, I'm like, I need to write down her license plate just in case that little girl end up with a broken arm, a leg or something, because she just seems like she's going to fuck that child up when she gets inside the house. And that just brought me back to the post I saw where he's just like, why are you having kids if you hate them so much? Like, why are you having children if your goal is to make their lives miserable? Or you do everything in your power to make it impossible for them to survive and thrive? Like, why would you want to have children to put obstacles in their way when the world by design is already difficult as it is? It's already ghetto to adult. So why would you want to make their childhood so unbearable that they're rushing to be adults too early? These kids, that's why we have a generation of people who left home at 15 and 16 because they were getting away from their crazy ass parents. There's no reason for a child 15 years old to want to up and leave their home unless it is unstable, unsafe, and an environment they do not want to be in. So why would we encourage that? Why would we want to be the source of that type of damage to our children, to any child? As a role model, as a teacher, as a coach, why would we want to be that example? as an aunt, uncle, cousin. Why would you want to be that example? And worse, like, why would you want to be the worst person in your child's life? And it's so sad because the guy made a great point. He said, y'all having these kids for these men. I'm telling you, there's so many women who you can count the baby daddies. And if you hear the backstory, you know for a fact that they had them kids to keep each and every one of them men. And when it didn't work, they went to the next man. And when that didn't work, they went to the next man. And when that didn't work, they went to the next man. And it's like, but who's raising these? Because I know women who have multiple baby fathers. And all my friends or peers who have multiple baby fathers are excellent moms. Their children don't want for nothing. Their kids, they're not using their children as pawns to get things out of anybody. These are genuine mothers who love their children, take care of them, regardless of the situation. And they don't rely on anybody for shit. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them get help from whomever, but the mere fact that they genuinely love their children and it shows, it reflects in their children. And you can see women who have children that you can tell they had them kids to either keep a man or because they were pregnant and so they kept it. And that was just it. No raising, no structure, no guidance, no development skills, no nurture. The nurture is the most important part of parenting. Like, nurturing thy children is almost like that's law, to nurture and love your children. Even sons and daughters, like, I don't see the difference. I nurture my son the same way I nurture my daughter. And I don't baby my son and I don't baby my daughter, but they are my babies. So they get that mama love treatment, but I still want them to be able to function in society and be contributing members of society without the traumas of feeling neglected and unprotected by your home life. And me personally, because I've been an auntie for a long time. I've been an auntie since I was a teenager. So, and I've been a big cousin for a long time. So before I was an auntie, I was a big cousin, and I was able to babysit and watch my baby cousins and take care of them like real babies. So I learned how to be a mom early because for one, I had good moms around me. Like, my go-to moms, my favorite two moms are my two older cousins on my dad's side of the family. And they are just like the picture perfect image of what I wanted to be as a mother, because they were just the best moms. They still are. I mean, their children are grown. One of them has grandchildren, and they're still just the best moms I've ever seen in my life. The way they took care of their children, they took such good care of me as their baby cousin growing up. And so it just inspired me to want to be a good mom when I had children. And so I was blessed with excellent examples of mothers in my life. You know, my grandmother, oh my goodness, don't even get me started on my sweet baby. My grandmother is the sweetest, most loving, most nurturing, most caring woman God ever made. Okay? There's my grandmother, and I'm a little biased because she's mine, but my grandmother is the most perfect woman ever. I don't care if she ever cursed somebody out. I don't care if she ever stole something from the grocery store. None of that ever could compare to the compassion and the heart and the love and the nurture my grandmother gave. Like, I don't know. She had what, 9 children, 8 or 9 children. And I know it had to be hard to nurture so many children. And I can see where, you know, all of them didn't turn out too right. But as a grandma, oh, she shut being a grandma down. She take the cake on best grandma in the world, because she just everything that came out of her mouth was like gospel. If my grandma told me to do something, I did it. I don't care what it was. I don't care how grown I was. If my grandma said so, I'ma do it. I'll say it once, I'll say it again, I'll say it 1,000 times. Therapy is a tool. Therapy is the best thing everyone can do for themselves. Even if you don't have nothing major going on, still sit down and talk to a therapist and let that therapist kind of help you unpack. Even if you have just full days, if you have busy work days, or if you have a busy social life, sit down with a therapist and let that therapist help you unpack how you can prioritize yourself a little bit better. Because sometimes we're spread thin and we don't realize it. Sometimes we are spread so thin because we're balancing work, we're balancing the social life, we're balancing the home life, we're balancing self care, and we think we're balancing and we're really juggling. You understand? So a therapist can help you get that in line. I will scream it from the mountaintops. Go to therapy. And as summer has just rolled by extremely fast, I mean, goddamn, it was just January. And now it's about to be August and September. The South has returned to school. Summer has already gone back to school already. So school officially starts in the South like the end of July and the first week in August, which is some bullshit because summer ain't over till the end of August. And I really wish we would stop upping the dates. It's really annoying. School used to start like the middle of August back in the 90s. All of a sudden now, school let out the same time still. It's still letting out in May, but it's starting in July. Are you kidding me right now? That's absolutely ridiculous. I am so happy I have one left in high school and he has 2 more years until he's done. Hallelujah. And if he's lucky, I might pull his ass out and let him homeschool and graduate early cuz he really is sick of school already. But yeah, so school's about to start. I'm not excited. I hate when my kids, I mean, I like when my kids are in school, but I hate when they're in school because they're in school all day. I barely get to see them between work and school. So when they're home for the summer, it's like my most favorite part, except for my son eats us out of house to home every summer. This man will eat everything in one day. Like, and then he work out now. So he working out and he eating up all the food. It's like, goddamn, I'm buying groceries twice as much during the summer to feed that one child. Because my daughter's not that greedy. And she'll buy her own stuff. But she not that greedy. But him, child, these young men are growing up so fast and they need to be fed. So, but my boy be working out. He's trying to get swole for his sophomore year in high school. And so I got to feed him. I got to supply the food. I got to feed my baby. So hopefully I'll start meal prepping for this year for him so he can really start bulking up and get his protein. And yeah, so school's about to be back in. It sucks, but it's all good. Leo season has returned, and it's so crazy because as Leos, we hype Leo season up, but we really don't be wanting to do nothing. We just love the excitement of Leo season because we know how much it annoys the world that the favorites are back in town. As if it's not Leo season every day though. Like, are you kidding me? We are sun sign. Every time you look up at the sun, you think of a Leo because we shine bright like one, like realistically. But we don't be wanting to do anything. Like if I could spend every birthday in my house or just on the beach chilling, that's enough for me. Like I don't need a big birthday party. I don't need no big excitement. I don't need none of that. I just need it quiet and low key and just to do something fun, just small. I don't need it big. And that's the misconception. Everybody thinks that Leos love to be the center of attention. And we don't really like all that. We don't. If you meet a Leo that likes to be the center of attention, that Leo must be a Cancer because there ain't no way you're going to meet a Leo that wants to be the center of attention. 10 out of 10 Leos do not want to be bothered. We don't want to be bothered. Now, are we fun people? Of course. Are we party animals? To a certain extent. Will we turn your party up? Absolutely. Will we get shit? Yes. We'll get shit popping. We love to have a good time when good times is happening. But do we want to be the focal point? No. As a Leo, as a big Leo, big Leo, I could tell you with 100% certainty, We don't like all that. Even at our own birthday parties, you're going to see us 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times. And you might, if you're lucky, you might be able to catch a picture with us. Because we really movers and shakers. We ain't with all that. We might leave our own party. And the next day, everybody be like, where you went? Oh, I left. You ain't say nothing to nobody, not a soul. Snuck out the back door. Sure did. Leos are not all, like y'all, I think y'all think Leos are what cancers are. Cancers love to be the center of attention. They love all the hype. No hate, no shade to my cancers because my baby's a cancer. But I'm just saying, we don't do all that. We not that sign. We so chill and so calm, you wouldn't even believe it. That's why our evil twin, is Sagittarius. Because they're the same way. Sagittarius, they just calm and chill as fuck. We ain't with all that rah-rah. Now, can we turn shit up? For sure. We'll flip all this shit over in here real quick. But we don't want to if we don't have to. You see, there's a difference. The Sagittarius, Aries, Leos, we are the most chill signs ever. We really don't want none of the problems because we already know we're going to turn it up to 100. We're going to go from 0 straight to 100. And so because of that, we try to stay on the cool side all the time. So we try to stay at 0. And people like to provoke the 100 out of us. And then when we turn up and we flip all that shit over and knock everybody out, now we the problem. No, we told y'all what it was. 0 or 100. Respect it. Oh, yes. So I wanted to say I will be doing interviews soon. I have an interview coming up with a young woman who wrote a book. It's titled The Never First Lady. And she's going to share her story of essentially being a mistress to the pastor of the church. And she's not coming on to glorify or demonize what happened. She's just sharing her story and the results of that story. So look out for that interview. It should be coming up very soon. And I'll have another interview coming up with a future therapist. And we're going to discuss the importance of therapy and why everyone should have a therapist on speed dial. So yeah, so those are some of the more exciting things that are happening as I'm growing and learning and building this platform. And of course, I 100% am grateful for the people who support me, who DM me and message me or share my posts or comment. I truly appreciate your support. Now, this is where the Leo comes out, where I say some shit like, don't wait till this shit blow up to be on me. You feel me? Like, don't wait till my shit pop off and then you want to come around and act like you were sharing my shit and liking my comments. Don't do that. Don't do that. So if you ain't gonna support me on the come up, don't wait till my shit blow up and be like, oh my God, that's my girl. No, act like you don't know me because yeah, I see y'all. I see who support and I see who don't support and I see who should be supporting that don't support, but it's okay because it's all good. And that's all I'm gonna say. I just know I support everyone that I fuck with because it's free. It don't cost me nothing to share or like some shit or comment to get the post jumping. It don't cost me absolutely nothing to do those things. And I do that all day on a regular basis. I might be the only comment on some shit for somebody or the only one liking and sharing, but that's okay because that's me supporting my people regardless. And so all the people who do that, I appreciate you guys 100%. And yeah, so stay tuned. Of course, as we grow, there will be more to come. There's always more to come. There's always something happening that's going to make it better. And so I thank you all for following me on this journey. And until next time, have a great day.